John had 1.5 meter of wire. He used some of it to form a shape as shown below. If B equals to 5, how much of the wire was not used to make the shape? Okay, so we know that in total he had 1.5 meter of wire and he used some of it to form this shape. And then the question is asking for how much of the wire was not used. So we have to add all this up together and we have to, so do you realize that they're all in cm? Which means that we have to convert this to cm first because the answer is in cm. Okay, so we have to add all of them up and then we have to take 1.5 meter minus all of them to find out how much of the wire was not used. And after that, we'll sub in the value of b equals to 5 to get the answer. Okay, so let's just get started. Let's add all of them up together. So the working will be, okay, total wire used, and then arrow, 2b plus 15 plus 2b plus 2b plus 10 plus 2b plus 2b plus 15. Okay, so let's recheck. 2b plus 15, 2b, 2b plus 10, 2b, 2b plus 15. Okay, so what will that give us? So let's add all the variables up together. 2b plus 2b plus 2b plus 2b plus 2b will give us 10b. Okay, 15 plus 10, 25. 25 plus 15, that will give us 40. So it's plus 40. So this is the total wire used. Now, we must then change this 1.5 meters. Because this is units conversion, you don't have to put arrow, you can just put equal sign. So 1.5 meters converting to cm, right? You have to multiply this by 100, remember? After that, this will give you 150 cm. So we have to take 150 minus 10b minus 40. Now, so how much of the wire was not used? Okay, alternatively easier, right? You can just immediately substitute b equals to 5 into this. Okay, so over here you say sub b equals to 5. Then you can write 10b plus 40 equals to 10 bracket 5 plus 40, and this will be 10 times 5 will be 50. Okay, plus 40 and give us 90, which means that the total length of the wire used was 90 cm. So we just need to take 150 minus 90. So over here, just write our sentence. Length of wire left unused, arrow, 150 minus 90, and that will give us 60 cm. Okay, and therefore your answer will be 60. Okay, so remember, for parents who are teaching your kids, right, help them to see the logic in this question. Because some of the students, they will just go straight to the question. Most likely, it's actually quite likely, right, that the students may just add up all the variables up together, substitute the value of b, and just write down the answer, thinking that the question is asking for what is the total length of the wire used. But you have to alert them to the fact that, please underline this portion, how much of the wire was not used. Okay, you must bring them through this logic, because there are some students who will just go straight to it and then they will not even answer the question. Alright, so the answer will be 60 cm. And remember, write the sentence, write the arrow, and then do your working. And remember to convert the units, because some of the students will forget about the units and then they will give the wrong answer. So instead of taking 150 minus 90, they will take 1.5 minus 90. It's actually quite a common mistake. Alright, done. A 2-meter string was used to form the figure below. Okay, so over here we have A, B, C, D, and each of them, they have the given length. Okay, so express the length of the string that was used to form the figure in terms of W. They'll be quite simple. You just need to add up all the variables together. And then they said if W equals to 4, what was the length of the remaining string? So for this, after you add up together, substitute the value of W equals to 4 into this. After that, take 2 meters, change it to cm, and minus all of this. Okay, let's just deal with the first part. They say express the length of the string that was used to form the figure. So we're just going to write it down. We have W plus 3 plus 35 minus W plus 2w minus 7. Okay, what I'll always teach my student is break all of them down and use this method I'm going to teach you. Okay, use my method. Always go and write variable and whole number. Variable, we have w plus w. Okay, do you see there's a minus w here? Don't write it first. Write all the positive ones first. So all these are the plus, then this is minus, don't write first. Okay, this one also plus. So it's plus 2w, then wait for the last one. Then here write minus w. Okay, these are all the variables. Now write down all the numbers. There's no whole number here, so ignore. Here is 3 plus 35 minus 7. So same thing, all the negative one, the minus, right, all right at the bottom. Minus 7. Okay, now, then we can do this. W plus w, 2w. Plus 2w, 4w. 4w minus 1w, 3w. So it's 3w. Okay, now here. 3 plus 35 will give us 38. 38 minus 7, that will give us 31. Okay, so we write 31. And this will be a plus. Okay, so over here the answer is 3w plus 31. Always use this method when you're adding on other variables, especially when you see bracket and especially when there's a minus sign inside the bracket. Always use this method, you will not go wrong. Okay, I'm not sure whether your teacher have taught you, but by far this is the one that all my students found the most useful. Okay, so you have done this, done. Now they said that if w equals to 4, what was the length of the remaining string? If w equals to 4, which means that we have to substitute this value into this. So we write the original, which is 3w plus 31 equals to, instead of writing 3w, you write 3 times 4. Because you substitute the value of w equals to 4 into this. Okay, plus 31. So this will give us 3 times 4 will give us 12. 12 plus 31, that will give us 43. Okay, so total 43 cm of string was used for this entire figure. In total, they gave us 2 meters, so we have to take 2 meters, convert it to cm, so you must multiply this by 100, giving us 200 cm. Okay, then the last part is taking 200 cm minus 43, giving us 157 cm. Okay, so this is the answer. Always remember this. So if you are a parent watching this, please remember to teach your child, write down the working, use this method to add up all the variables, especially when there's all this negative. Okay, add it up, then put it over there, and remember to substitute this. Okay, and then go through the entire questions with them, and try to rationalize the question, because some of them, they think that the question is a bit too long. So if it's a bit too long, right, there are some students who will just mistake the final direction of the question. Okay, and therefore they will get the wrong answer. Alright, done. Ben has 10 Y stems and Z has 2 Y stems. How many stems must Ben give to Z so that they will have an equal number of stems? Leave your answer in terms of Y. Okay, so first up, let's draw the model for this. We know that Ben has 10 Y, Z has 2 Y. AKA, this is trying to tell you that Ben has 5 times as many as Z. So for Ben, you have to draw a bar that is 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And Z will be, okay, remember to draw the starting line, very important. Always make your model as neat as possible. Okay, and Z, just draw 1 bar. Okay, so this entire thing, we'll label it. This 10Y, this one will be 2Y. Okay, now, the question is actually asking for how many stems must Ben give to Z so that they have an equal number of stems. Let's find out, right, for them to have an equal number of stems, how many stems do they need by themselves? So, we have to add up the 2 stems together. So, 10Y plus 2Y equals to 12Y. Then take 12Y, divide by 2, and that will give us 6Y. This tells us that eventually, after Ben give don't know how many stems to Z, they each must have 6Y. Okay? So, which means that for Z, from 2Y to become 6Y, he must have 4Y more. Okay, so this means that for Ben, he must give 4Y to Z. for them now to be the same. Okay, so how many stems must Ben give to Z? Very simple, just take 6y minus 2y. Okay, the original 6y, sorry, the eventual 6y minus the original 2y, giving us 4y. Okay, simple, right? So remember, always draw out the model, rationalize through the entire question, label as many as you can, draw the model neatly with the starting point clearly indicated, write down your working, and then you'll be able to get the answer. Okay, done.